There we are. There's the go live button. Alright, looks like we're good to go. Greetings everyone, I am Dr. J, and it's been a while since we jumped into Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. I've been focused on trying to finish up Xenoblade, but then another Fire Emblem game was announced, so I figured, okay, no, I need to bring this back to the fore. As enthusiastic as I am to finish up Xenoblade, well, this gotta come first. Well, I gotta make sure that I've got this game wrapped up before Fire Emblem Engage shows up and, well, engages all my attention. So, that's my feeling right now. And as a result, well, Sundays are gonna be Fire Emblem days again. So, before we get too far with pretty much everything, because we've got a few support conversations we need to see to, which should be interesting. Actually, quite a few looking at this list. Got a few of those to worry about. We've got a new mission to see to. It's gonna be a fun day. Fun morning, anyway, at least with when I'm recording this. But, before we do that, there's actually something I need to see to real quick as far as what came before this, because typically what happens when you're playing this game is that there's only one small story point after you do a side quest. It turns out this time there were two, so I ended up not catching that in the last stream. So what I did is I made sure to record it, and I'm just going to let this play on its own right the heck now. Hopefully this works.
The Imperial Army will soon be knocking at... The Imperial Army will soon be knocking at our door! Why haven't Duval and Dominic stopped them?
Well, I wasn't expecting a second story point, but I guess I'll just tack this in at the start of the next stream. Yeah, I should mention that right now. When I saw this, I decided, okay, I'll offer what commentary I can in the moment, so that's what you'll be hearing through this.
You'll never reclaim the title of Viscount your Lord Uncle lost if you go weak in the knees. Letting yourself be pressured into betraying the kingdom will see you cast out of the aristocracy for the rest of time. And your fickle nature would earn you the derision of both the kingdom and the empire alike. They'll view you the same way they do Count Rowe.
I care not. I've no interest in going to my grave just because I drew the shortest straw.
Sorry to interrupt, but I figured you'd want to know we finished cleaning up the enemy's advanced troops.
Oh no. Gerald's mercenaries again. This is gonna be fun.
Excellent. You certainly live up to your esteemed reputation, Captain Gerald. I've never met a more reliable band of mercenaries in all my years. It's a shame we only engaged you for the one contract. I don't suppose we could convince you to extend your term of service. His Majesty the King has heard tale of your exploits. I could arrange for an introduction.
Aw, so are we not gonna fight him yet?
Appreciate the offer, but that would mean going to Ferdiad. I've got reasons for avoiding that place, so thanks, but no thanks.
I see. It will be a shame to lose you, but I won't pry.
It's nothing against you or the kingdom, mind you.
Then I'll hold out hope we might fight alongside each other again someday. Now, if you'll excuse me, the Baron and I must inspect the camp. Best of luck to you in battle, Captain.
You feeling any better? I have to say, I'm still not used to this new look of yours.
That makes two of us. But it will bother me less once I'm on the battlefield.
Aw.
If you say so. With the war and the state it's in, the Empire is throwing everything they've got at this thing. I don't know if it's that or something else, but I've got a bad feeling. So watch yourself out there.
I will. You do the same.
Oh, right. I've been meaning to give you this.
What's this?
Never used to be without it.
Ah.
Cuts like a dream. I want you to have it. Swords like this are given to captains of the Knights of Saros, and mine was just collecting dust in the band's convoy.
That's right. Alois mentioned you used to serve there.
That was a lifetime ago. I don't plan on swinging this sword ever again.
But are you sure you want to give it away? It must be quite special to you.
I'd be happiest seeing you get some use out of it.
Thank you. I'll do that.
Be good to it, all right?
Alright, so a small little story point as we progress further in. Alrighty then. See how things play out. Alright, that's pretty much all there is from that. So, just a simple way to reintroduce Geralt well, the Geralt mercenaries into the equation, let us know how the kingdom's responding to all this nonsense. Just a small thing. Alright, let me just finish getting set back up for using the switch. There we go. Let me arrange this a little bit. Alright. I'm ready to go. Now, support conversations. That's the next thing on the docket. Let's see what kind of conversations arose while I was off grinding. Oh yeah, you two have stuff to say to each other. Makes sense since you had a paralogue in the original
The
game.
tea is delicious, and though it's not quite sweet enough for me, it has a lovely aroma.
Ah, you've noticed. Yes, I added some rare rose nectar.
That explains the unique flavor. I rather like it.
As the saying goes, the richer the nectar, the richer the time spent with your companion.
Yes, and it goes so well with the treats that... Hmm? Oh no! We've eaten them all!
You say that like it's a problem.
Sadly, I fear that is all we have. Sweet treats are rather difficult to come by in these dark times. But if there is anything else you desire, I will endeavor to provide it.
If there are no more treats to be had, I feel our tea is complete. Good day.
Wait, stop! We may not have treats, but surely there are matters on your mind you might like to discuss?
Here we go.
No. Again, good day.
Wait, huh?
Lysithea, I know you do not want to talk about it, but I am aware of a certain anxiousness on your part when it comes to joining the common folk.
I don't know who you heard that absurd idea from, but it's certainly not true. It's true that I seek to become a commoner. So when the war is over, I intend to relinquish my peerage and live peacefully with my parents. But anxious? Perish the thought.
Press X to doubt. Unfortunately, I need to press A to keep the conversation going.
Yet you must be wrestling with serious matters indeed if you are willing to surrender your title. And you must have at least some unease about what sort of life a commoner leads. From what I hear, every noble who is descended in status is suffering, without exception. If such a future awaits you, it is surely just cause for a concern or two.
Now she's definitely gonna be anxious.
You speak of fallen nobles who had their ranks stripped for one reason. I'm surrendering the trappings of nobility because it's what I want. Don't lump us together.
I see. Well then, if I might raise a final point, what if you become a commoner and live a life which transcends the barrier between the two classes? You have experience as a noble of some quality, and it would be a terrible waste to see that buried once you join the proletariat. You would bring a unique perspective to your new position, and you could use it to change this world. The nobility will certainly listen to any suggestions you have to improve the lives of the public.
Yes, yes, it's all a very pretty thought.
Unfortunately, that's not on Lysithea's mind due to why she wants to step down in the first place.
But it is meaningless for me. It's the duty of nobility to worry about what is best for commoners and the world at large, no? I can no longer accept responsibility for things in Fodlan. All I can do is be close to my parents and live out what life remains to me in peace.
Lysithea,
Your tea was exceptional. Thank you.
How to make Ferdinand think you're anxious without telling him you feel anxious. Right there. Huh. Wouldn't have expected him to... Well, no, he is a considerate guy. He would actually pry on that. Alrighty then. I'll be curious to see how that plays out. Oh, right, the other half of this that we saw on the Golden Deer route. What kind of nonsense awaits?
Ah, Constance. I have something I'd like to ask you.
I can't imagine how a dullard like myself would be anything but a bother to one such as you. However, I'm happy to answer anything you need.
Ah, perfect timing, Constance. I'd like to conduct a little experiment regarding the crest of Noah.
Wait, so this is a different day? What is all this about?
If my useless body can somehow help, it is yours.
Why do you have to frame it like that?
Where are you?
Something wrong, Constance? You seem quite upset.
For crying out loud! There you are! I demand to know why you are always coming to my other side and engaging in all manner of questions and experiments.
Because then you'll actually listen?
My secrets are being revealed one after another.
Well, naturally, I prefer to deal with someone who's forthcoming with her answers.
I am always forthcoming.
Good joke.
Actually, I'm finding you a bit troublesome.
Troublesome? What about me is troublesome? Explain yourself at once, you feckless cat of a man.
That right there.
It's, well, you know.
No, I don't know. I'm answering whatever questions you throw at me, and that is the kind of mealy-mouthed, perfunctory response you deem fit to toss in my direction?
Yes.
I suppose that's a fair point. But do you really want me to dig into detail on the bothersome parts of your personality?
Well, when you put it that way, it does sound like a discussion that would make me wroth.
Which is why I think the world is better off with my mealy-mouthed response, as you so aptly put it.
In that case, I shall let sleeping hounds lie.
Good. And with that, farewell.
Hold, cretin! My agreeing to drop that particular matter does not also apply to your digging about in my personal affairs via my other mood.
Here we go.
We must discuss terms of exchange.
Terms of exchange?
Yes, apparently we do.
Is it not obvious? My other side is cooperating with your research, so you shall cooperate with mine.
Oh, okay. That's actually a good spin. Well played.
There's always demand for new magical experimentation subjects, after all.
And what sort of magic do you mean exactly?
Magic that makes one's eyes emit a dazzling golden light.
Wait, why? No, why?
For the briefest of moments, I thought this might actually be interesting. Yes, well, all this talking has exhausted me, so perhaps we can take the matter up at a later date?
Yeah, she's not gonna take that answer lying down.
Oh, I don't mind, but make sure you talk to me as I am now. Understand?
Oh boy. Good luck, Linhart. She's not gonna let that one go. She's not gonna let that one go at all. Now. Oh, right. The continuation to this. Nice.
An opening!
Huh? Oh! Ugh. You got me good, friend. I concede.
Yes! I won!
You didn't fight like yourself today, and I mean that in a good way. You fended off everything I had, then saw an opening at the last second and really showed me what's what. You turned my own height advantage against me. I never saw it coming.
Yeah, it was quite the ending, all right. That said, it wasn't my idea to fight like that.
Did you go talk to Linhart?
Linhart mentioned it was the only way for me to beat someone with your height.
I knew it. They did have that whole conversation in a different timeline.
Still, even if it wasn't your idea, you're the guy who put it into action. So no need to be humble. Puff that chest out for Linhart's sake.
Oh boy. You really don't know what you're saying.
I'll do just that. But now I found myself with a new goal to worry about. This victory came from me getting outside advice. Next time, I want to win it all by myself.
Hey, it's okay to have ambitions and junk, but look, if you ask me, I think there's more value in winning with someone than in smashing skulls alone.
Wait, you do?
Yep. When it comes to a fist, the more people behind the punch, the stronger it gets. Me, for example, I've got Holst backing me up. That guy's helped me tons of times in my life.
You're old childhood friends, right?
Sure are. We're two peas in a rotten pod. Although right now, each pea is off in a different place. But I know we'll see each other again somewhere down the road. Not a doubt in my mind.
In that case, I guess Linhart is my Holst.
Even if he's not willing to go punching people, but either way.
We're the same, you and me. Warriors who fight with childhood buds backing up their fists.
Except that our friends aren't the tiniest bit alike in terms of personality or military skill.
Nothing wrong with that. It's natural for folks in different positions to have different ways of life. All you and I can do now is live life with everything we've got. If you train with all your heart, you can live and die without a single regret.
Yeah, you're right. We've got nothing but fighting. So let's fight and fight and fight until this war is over.
Oh, hang on, pal. I've got money and women to think about too, you know.
Of course you go there.
And I've got martial arts, brawling, and hand-to-hand combat to think about.
Wait, aren't those the same thing?
That's all fighting.
Aren't those all the same thing, Caspar? Ah, well, whatever. Never mind me. You weirdo. Alright. Huh? Why would that one be locked off? Is something gonna happen with... Okay, now I'm nervous. Well, we'll see how things play out. For now... Excuse me while I mess with stuff on my desk.
Dorothea, are you all right? I heard you were injured in our latest battle.
I'm fine. I can't say the same for my clothes, but at least my body will heal up quickly.
What a relief. It would be terrible if you were wounded, but even a single scar marring your perfect skin would be a tragedy.
Simp.
No need to make such a fuss over it. I have plenty of scars already, Mommy.
I'm aware, but a large one would present a different type of problem altogether.
Oh, calm down.
Wait, how do you know that I have scars? Actually, no, I'd rather not find out.
By the way, Dorothea, there's something I was hoping to ask you. I heard you were hurt because you hesitated to kill an opponent and left yourself open to an attack. Is that true?
That sounds in character.
It is. My enemy was a young child, and she was all skin and bones. I thought perhaps she was an orphan, and pity stayed my hand.
So it is true.
I'm sorry. I suppose my failure to act must have been something of a burden on everyone else.
I don't consider you a burden. But still, why do you keep fighting if you have such a kind heart? How can you even stand it? Don't you want to run away? Don't you want to leave the army and return to your opera company?
Oh, of course. The little voice inside my head is always telling me to pack up and go. But I have too much self-respect to do that. Or perhaps I'm simply too tied to my position. If I hadn't been given the opportunity to become a songstress, if I'd remained an orphan, I might well be in the same position as the child I face today. I might have been pressed into battle without being taught how to fight properly. I doubt I would have lasted long out on the battlefield. And when I think about that, I can't run away. I can't be the only one to flee to safety when everyone else is in danger.
I had no idea.
Plus, 80 matters a lot to me.
Oh boy, are you two gonna join hands in simping for her now? Great.
I want to stay by her side and support her. You know all about what that's like, right? Even though you have the option of working in the capital, you've chosen to stay here and fight.
Well, you have me there. No matter what hardships might come, I can't imagine ever abandoning her.
That makes two of us.
Dorothea? My apologies. There's something I need to confess.
Simp.
I went to Her Majesty and asked her to reassign you to the rear guard. But after speaking to you, I now realize that was a great mistake. Even if it's difficult, and even if you get hurt, you still have a desire and a right to be on the front with Lady Edelgard.
You don't have to apologize, Mommy. I understand. So, let's keep giving everything we've got to this fight.
Yes! With the two of us at her side, Her Majesty will be flanked by beautiful flowers.
Simp.
Wait, Her Majesty is also a beautiful flower, so,
Simp.
Upon the stage of battle we shall bloom, an army of countless flowers bursting into full glory.
That's one way to recover it, I guess. Oh hey, Dwen. 2 streams today? Well, technically in my time it's different days, but sure, let's go with that. Because wrapped up the last one at about... Well, wrapped up the last one at night my time, so... By my estimation, it's 2 different days, but either way. So, that's all the support conversations to worry about.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
Now back to the front. So, I have no idea what exactly is going to happen here. I guess we'll find... Well, it says an old adversary bars your way, but I'm trying to think of who that adversary would be, though. I didn't think you recruited Byleth or Geralt until later, but I guess we'll find out. Then again, they did just have the small cutscene saying, "Oi, Byleth has the Knight Captain's sword now. Be mindful." I guess we'll find out, though. I guess we will find out.
We'll soon arrive at Baron Mateus's lands. Once we claim them, all of Western Fargus, roughly 1/3 of the kingdom's territory, will be under the rule of the Empire.
House Mateus was demoted from a viscountcy to a baronage for their part in some sort of revolt. The current Baron Mateus, whose father was the previous lord, is hardly the most loyal subject of the crown. Removing him from the picture should be a simple matter.
However, the kingdom has sent the Baron help in the form of the former Duke Fraldarius, who they call the Shield of Fargus.
That's not gonna end well for us.
So long as he holds authority here, we won't be able to break their soldier solidarity.
Rodrigue is Felix's father, right? That's unfortunate. Don't get me wrong, I'll fight whoever I need to. It just feels like we're pitted against familiar faces every time we turn around.
Gee, it's almost as if the Officers' Academy was put in for a reason.
And that isn't all. Our reports indicate the enemy has hired Gerald's mercenaries. We know from personal experience how formidable those foes can be.
The Ashen Demon again.
Say, that reminds me. What are you planning to do about that exactly?
We should probably just steer clear of them entirely. There's no point throwing our lives away against an opponent we can't beat. All we've got to do is take out Baron Mateus, or the Shield of Fargus, and those mercenaries will scatter to the wind.
I wonder if it's just the game telling me to do that for this one if I want to recruit them.
Oh, come now. You're strong enough to defeat the Ashen Demon if you want. I know you are. But if this is how you'd like to handle it, I'll still be in your corner helping you every step of the way.
I'm sure.
I possess skill at leading surprise attacks. And Bernadetta would be making a good decoy.
Oh, she's not gonna like that assertion.
If we are all working together, we will reach our goal with much ease. I get a say in this whole decoy plan, right?
You'll be fine, Bernie, don't worry. We won't let you die. We even reround time to not let you die. Well, to ensure you didn't.
I was only saying a fact, not asking you to be doing it. Please accept my apologies. Oh, okay.
I hope you plan to leave some of the enemy for me. You are all so skilled. I often feel like the fifth wheel on a well-crafted carriage.
Don't downplay your talents, Ferdinand. You give us courage every time we step on the field.
Okay, are we done congratulating each other now? Let's go get into this.
I'm lucky to be surrounded by so many gifted leaders. With all of you at my side, there is no limit to what the Empire might achieve in the years to come.
Victory to the Empire! Yay!
Off we go, then. So, are we actually facing the Ashen Demon, or...?
Come on, Arval, seriously?
Yes, we are. Oh crap, I didn't expect it to be this soon. I thought it wasn't until chapter 12.
You can't drag me off to sleep like this when the battle's about to start.
Sorry, but we need to talk. Do you remember the warning I once gave you? Well, I've been struck by a similar premonition now. Something feels wrong. Very wrong.
Last time this happened, the Ashen Demon showed up and nearly sent me to an early grave. You think the same thing's gonna happen today?
Hard to say for sure, but the feeling's worse this time around. Stronger. So if I had to guess, I'd say they're on the cusp of something terrible. An act far more dangerous than we previously imagined.
Well, whatever's happening, I'm just gonna have to stop it.
Actually, wait, the last time, when we were in the Golden Deer route, if we failed to recruit Byleth and Gerald, Gerald ended up dead at our hands, and Byleth killed Judith. So someone important is gonna end up dead on this route if things go south. So I wonder who it is that dies.
So long as you don't put yourself in any unnecessary danger, yes. Remember, your death would cut both of our destinies far too short.
I wonder who ends up dead then. So the goal is to defeat Rodrigue. Oh man, yep, okay. So Yuri's back in play. Interesting that he's working with... How best to handle this? That should suffice. Actually, anti-sword training might make more sense. Because if we're going after Byleth, yeah, we'll want anti-sword training. Okay, so who are the people I need to bring in for the sake of
You
that?
don't expect me to go out there and fight, do you?
Let's get this over with.
Okay, let's see. What are we up against? So Baron Mateus is over there, and can probably be plied over to our side. Although I do wonder, what exactly do I need to do in order to... Well, I guess we'll find out. We'll play this normally, quote-unquote, to start with. Okay, so we've got a few too many mages right now, so let's see. We've got Shez, Ferdinand, and Edelgard. I need so... Actually, this is a good arrangement for the exterior, but I do need to probably bring in a few others. Oh, perfect!
There and watch our enemies fly.
I can probably put you in to help deal with armored dudes. And then, who else can I bring in to cause some havoc? Actually, if there's a lot of swords, Yuritsa as a backup isn't the worst idea. Alright, let's assemble equipment then. Curious, so you should be fine as you are. I should probably lean... Actually, no. Having this will make you more useful against Byleth if, and only if I end up needing to deal with him. So that'll be fine. Let's see, you've got... Alright. Take the better Lance of Zoltan from... Lawrence. Oh yeah, you've got better magic now, thanks to what I've been working on in the training field. But that should be fine for what I've got in mind. Weird splitter. Actually, wait. If I'm going up against Rodrigue, he's a mounted unit, so Night Dealer's probably my best bet. Alright, so you've got the best axe I can give you, even if you don't have the specific crest to make it useful. Alright, good. Karma shield. Let's have you lean more into dealing with... Where is it? Yeah, I guess I'll just have you... Well, come on, surely I've got another lance. Ah, here we are. Yeah, you take the Iron Knights instead of Ferdinand von Iron. Yes, that makes sense. Alright, so you've got Dark Spikes to help deal with cavalry, as does Shez. You should have the best... Yeah, you should have the best tome that you can get without giving you a crest item. Yeah, this should be fine. Alright, so that's everybody in front. Let's make sure that I've seen to everything else. Let's see, so... Actually, wait, it's because of Smash that... Actually, wait, what is it that... Oh, the Axe of Zoltan is more effective against armored dudes, that's why. Okay, so I can probably leave you as someone who just wandered the battlefield on their own. Probably a similar thing with Yuritsa as well. So Bernie's an archer on the field as well. I can throw her behind somebody to reinforce attacks, since that I've got her with something that can help deal with axes. So I can probably throw her behind Shez pretty effectively, throw Manuela behind someone as well. Actually, better idea. Ooh, you have heal already ready. Excellent. So I can keep you as a loose unit that can cast heal. Okay, so I'll send Yuritsa maybe with Ferdinand von Eyre, Caspar on his own, Bernie with Shez, then Manuela on her own. Okay, I think that'll work for what I have in mind. But, before we get too far... So we'll make a save here, just to be on the safe side, and just in case things go haywire... Let's see, I think that's where... Oh yeah, that's a final chapter thing. Alright, so that's my... What am I using for everything? So this is what I'm using for my playthrough if you don't recruit Violet. That must have been right before... what save do I want to use? I guess I can just use file 1, just... In an emergency, I can use file 1 for now. Alrighty. Now comes the tough part, boys.
Our enemy has placed Baron Mateus front and center.
Alrighty. As expected, Roar of Dominion is up.
Time to shine! I'm gonna help, okay?
Starting the mission.
While Gerald's mercenaries are over with the main position.
We have no option but to defeat the enemy commander, Rodrigue. Anything beyond that, however, requires careful consideration.
It will take time to ready a path to the shore. Until then, let us begin by attacking the plain to the west.
As expected. Alright, our goal is to defeat the Baron.
No! I'm too young to die!
Now there's a pitiful man. You're the lord of these lands. Show some pride.
Shore up your defenses! Do not permit the enemy to break through!
Let's see.
If we take down the stronghold...
Alright, let's see. So we've got... So if we're taking down the strongholds, let's see. We'll send Ferdinand after that swordsman.
There's not a question of can. Leave this to me.
Let's see. Caspar,
So,
we can send
what
off
should
in
I be
this
doing
direction.
again? Sure, let's try it.
Right then.
Huber run out in front to deal with you.
I will see my duty done.
Not a problem. I've got
And then
this.
Shez can seize that.
Here I go.
Wait,
No
Edelgard's effective
mistakes.
against armored dudes as well? Oh, right. I think she's got... What, does she have...
They must...
It might be from a combat art, though.
You might convince him to lay down his arms.
Okay, then.
Don't count me out!
Hopefully recruiting Violet in this one isn't as...
Anyone who dares approach me!
Ah, great, a ballista. That's gonna
The enemy
hamstring
is
things.
clearly desperate. Well, these projectiles will admittedly slow us down.
Not a problem.
Alright, you run ahead to help Caspar.
I am your man!
Alright, Ferdinand, let's go have some fun.
Who are these wimps? I'll take this place down before you have time to strap your armor on.
Look forward to seeing it.
I will capture this stronghold.
Here we go.
We'll have these defenses crippled in short order.
Thank you. Yuritsa, now you die. Thank you.
There's not a question.
I guess you can go after pretty much everybody else.
Any final words?
Go get him, Hubert. Alright, thus far, good to be back in the saddle. Nothing too dangerous thus far. Alright, trigger that.
I feel no mercy.
I'll ask you, you think I care. Now die. I put the work in at the blacksmith. I should be able to mulch these guys easily. Probably not gonna A-rank this without swiftly dealing with these guys, but here we are anyway. Now remind me, what's this move do? Oh, this is a cool move, combat arts.
Surrounded! I beg you, stay your hands! I happily surrender!
I guess that was the other thing they were... Ow. Crap, that hurt.
Trust the man roughly as far as I can hurl him. You may find it useful.
What, is live bait, perhaps?
I must find a way to distinguish myself.
Oh, it's Randolph who's gonna die. It is officially Randolph.
Continue to the northwest and finish that path to the shoal.
Not a problem. I've got this.
So, what should I be doing again? Sure, let's try it.
Actually, let's send you further ahead.
So...
Actually, there's not a whole lot of further ahead that you can be sent. Still, Shez is probably gonna want to run in this direction anyway. Actually, Caspar can clean up our back line.
Sure, let's try it.
Here I go.
And then
No
Edelgard can
mistakes.
run ahead this direction, and
They
we can
must
have her
learn
help
who they're
mulch
up
them up.
against.
Right then.
It's mostly swordsmen
Let us
up
go to
here, I
work.
suspect.
I will see my
There's not a question of can. Only a matter of...
I knew the Baron wasn't up to the task. We'll have to forestall the enemy ourselves. Move out and attack.
Is this where Violet comes in? Probably. Alright, set it up.
engineers in this area who are preparing a fearsome magic that will lay waste to our foes.
Blam.
There's not a question of can. Only a matter of...
Hello, sorcery engineers.
It did not take long for the enemy to spot our engineers.
I'll take over.
My turn.
Take a breather.
Should stage a rescue if we can.
Well, actually, that's pretty easy for us.
Right then.
Alright. That's gonna be hard on Hubert, but I can send somebody else that direction as well.
No, there's not a question.
Alright, Ferdinand von Eyre can go
Only a matter of will.
run this
Leave
direction.
This to me.
Actually, you know what, Hubert? You go distract this guy.
Let us go to...
Since that Shez will make quick work of
These
this one.
ones use their talents to ravage the battlefield with devastating magic.
Their absence will completely alter the tide of battle. Rescuing them should be our top priority.
Alright, let's get him.
I'm bringing it down.
Alright, we doing okay? Where's Manuela? Alright, messing with smaller stuff. I should probably have her closer to the rest, but it should be fine.
I'm gonna follow your lead.
Alright, this should hopefully knock out the Swordmaster. Definitely knocked out the base camp. Alright, that took one... Alright, that's one threat eliminated. Now send you ahead. Take control of Ferdinand and knock this guy out.
Thanks for the rescue.
Excellent. That should at least take out one Swordmaster. Now we just gotta mulch the other one. Ah, crap, I missed. Thank you, Yuritsa. Almost said shit for a moment. What the heck?
There's not a question.
There we go. Run over that way.
My turn.
Dark Spikes. Yeah, it didn't catch it. That's okay.
Right then.
Hubert, switch tack. You'll be much more useful there. Oh wow, nearly routed.
Even at the cost of my life.
I think she'd prefer you to live, buddy.
We'll have these defenses crippled in short order.
Alright, there we go. Alright, that's the engineers team too.
It appears all the engineers are safe. Now we can truly make the battlefield sizzle.
Alright, Resident Lightning, here we go.
If I may.
Now, send your lightning crashing across the battlefield.
Whew. I think that made a difference.
This sounds like a job for Alois.
Oh boy, looks like everybody else is coming into play now. Okay. So I'm gonna look up real quick to make sure I do this correctly. Actually, I think I've got... Alright. Let me remind myself real quick how I do this. Actually, you know what? Let's play it out without a guide to start with, because that's how I did it last time.
Watch this.
If I may.
If I need to, I can always dig it up later.
Any final words?
An enemy detachment from the rear?
Oh, of course.
Now, we can't afford the risk.
Well, crap.
Not a problem.
Here I go.
Alright, Edelgard's probably in the best position to deal with them, and we'll send Manuela there to go keep an eye on Rendalt and Fleisch as well.
So far, so good. Though I'm prepared for something to go horrific.
Actually, should I send Shez in that direction as well? She doesn't have type advantage, but you know what? It might be crucial.
Wrong.
Take a breather.
I'm all for exercising caution, Lynn, but could you not be such a wet blanket?
I'll take over.
Oh, good job, Caspar.
Here I go.
Actually, you'll run pretty much the same speed on your own as any other time.
If I may.
My turn.
Alois's reinforcements have arrived. Might you go help our soldiers in the northwest, young mercenary?
Oh, crap. And Yuri shows up too. Great. Well, Shez is gonna be busy.
I said I'd hand them the victory, and I'm not going to back down now.
He's at least semi-reasonable. If we can pin him down, I think he'll listen.
What, referring to Yuri?
Please tell me you're not pointing that thing at my beautiful face.
I feel no mercy.
Okay, no, I'm not playing that game. You're going down.
I'm gonna follow your lead.
Down you go. Wow, you really wanted to linger on that, didn't you?
I will deliver victory to Lady Edelgard, even at the cost of my life.
Wow, for a second I thought Hubert was dead. Looks like... Ah, crap.
I've heard of you, Yuri. Perhaps we can forge a new arrangement that benefits us both.
Well, when you put it that way. I guess I would prefer not to get butchered.
Alright, bring him down.
I'm gonna stop the enemy here. We cleared away to the shore. We can attack from the east now.
Ah, Edelgard's getting mulched. Need to be careful.
Finally, form a pincer and bear down on Rodrigo.
Alright, do either of them need healing? Not yet.
From both sides.
I won't last long trying to hold them off from two directions.
Rodrigue's in danger. I better go back. I have to convince the Empire I'm worth keeping around. Destroy the bridge and cut the mercenaries off from the main force.
Oh, so Violet's gonna have to go the long way around, huh?
I can't get back to Rodrigue.
Rodrigue has been cut off. Move in and strike before the mercenaries.
Okay, so that's the objective then. I need to... Alright, in that case, I'll have Shez Shadow Slide over this way so that she can more directly intervene.
Well, can rejoin.
Okay.
Not a problem.
We need to make a move on Rodrigue then. I assume that I'll need to mulch Aloise on the way, so I can send a couple... Actually, should I go all-out offensive then? Because sounds like I just need to avoid Byleth as of right now. I might be able to delay him pure by doing other stuff,
Here
but...
I go. No mistakes. They must learn who they're up
do I
against.
engage in all-out offensive? I think I do.
They must...
No! This is our chance to kill the Ashen Demon. There's no one to interfere.
I have to reach the commander as soon as possible.
Alright, but it'll take him a while to get here, so... Alright, so there's the most direct path he has.
If I may.
Take a breather.
Oh, thank you. I wish I had your strength.
None of you knaves shall pass.
You were saying...
I come bearing reinforcements. Now go and help your comrades.
We have nothing to fear from that rep. There's not a question of can. Only a... Leave this to me.
So there's Byleth. Actually, I can send Manuela to go hit the heal button.
Prepare to be amazed. Go for it.
Now remain calm and take the stronghold. My turn.
Just in case this ends up being a problem.
That's one beating too many. I leave the rest to you.
You've already lost. I will end you.
Just in case it ends up mattering. War strike him. Excellent. Alright, Rodrigue. Time to die.
Here for me? You must be eager to die.
Unfortunately, you're the one who has to die here. Ah, crap. Byleth already seized one of
They
them.
must learn who they're up against.
There's not a question of can. Only a matter of...
Alright, I need to delay Byleth a little bit.
Need a hand?
Permit me, my...
Take a breather.
That stronghold went down like... Uh-oh! Incoming! Empire will not be impeded.
This is nothing. We've come to help, Lord Rodrigue. And not a moment too soon.
Let's show them the steel Fargus is made of.
No mercy.
Alright, Night Kneeler, go! Wait, where's Edelgard? She should be in this.
Place over my dead body.
This is nothing. Give me strength, Lambert.
Unfortunately for you. Oh crap, Byleth seized it? Okay, you need to die now.
The demon is too speedy. We are not having enough time.
No, Not yet.
Not if I have anything to say about it. Rodrigue. Sorry, man. Time is of the essence for me.
Forgive me, Felix. Protect His Majesty. And Fargus.
Sorry, man. It's over.
I'm too late.
I leave to take care of one backup squad and come back to this? What a mess.
Rodrigue is slain and the kingdom put to rout. Will you and your mercenaries yield?
I see no other choice.
Victory is ours. Friends and loyal soldiers, raise your voices loud.
Whew. That was much simpler than the last time I had to try and recruit Byleth. My gosh.
What can I say? You got us. You rolled right over us and took out our employer. I know when it's time to raise the white flag.
Wait, that's it? You're giving up?
We've faced you in battle many times, only to be bested at every turn.
Yeah, you've pretty much run us out of business by now. It's not easy finding new clients in the best of times. And no matter how good our reputation is, none of it matters if we can't actually win. At this rate, I'll have to stop calling myself the Blade Breaker.
In that case, do you have any interest in working for us?
The Empire?
It's true that your fighters and mine have waged many a bloody battle. But did you oppose us out of principle, or was it merely a business decision? Assuming you have no deep-seated animosity for Adrestia, I would welcome you with open arms. In the Empire, those with talent are given an outlet appropriate for their abilities.
Yeah, you should join us. I mean, by now we all know firsthand how strong you are. And sure, there might be some folks here and there who have reservations about you fighting on our side.
Wait, why are you panning over to Edelgard? Unless you mean panning... Oh wait, are you panning over to Hubert?
But they'll definitely come around once they see how dependable you are.
What do you say? I doubt the kingdom will have any jobs for us after all of this. No better time for a fresh start.
I agree. What about you, Alois? It might be strange, working against your old knight friends.
I've already made my decision. I have sworn to follow this fine captain wherever he goes. If my old allies want to come grill me over a fire, I'll just have to make myself more obscure.
It was not funny the other time either.
That's a good one.
Why do you humor him?
If I don't slay my foes by the sword, I will do so by the joke.
Well, guess that's that. Just tell us when we start.
At least Byleth understands what's up.
I'll go talk to the group and smooth things over. You two, stay here with the client.
Got it. Thanks.
Understood, Captain.
Our troops will also want an explanation, so we'd better get to it.
Yeah, Arval ain't happy, I know. Okay. Am I happy about not being as thorough as I could have been? No, honestly, I don't care this time.
Yeah, not bad.
To kill is to grow stronger.
Seems like fighting's all I do these days.
Alrighty. Let me guess. Shez?
I won't let myself stop here.
Yeah, it's amazing what you can do when your magic one-shots armored units. Alrighty. I can always just go back and try it out in order to grab lingering stuff later. Okay, welcome aboard. That was relatively painless.
So you're Gerald the Bladebreaker, huh? And I guess that makes you the Ashen Demon. You guys look tougher than a box of nails. No wonder we've had our hands full.
Please, make yourself at home. The Imperial Army is most delighted to welcome you into its embrace. My name is Ferdinand von Eyre. You might say I am something of a leader figure around here. as I essentially hold the entire army together.
Someone's gonna have commentary on that.
Oh no, not more strangers!
Oh, you'll be fine, Bernie.
Relax, Bern. It's not like you don't encounter strangers every time we take the battlefield.
Yeah, but those are ones that are actually, wait, that just reinforces her point, because those are actively trying to kill her.
That's a good point. Wait, is it?
No, those are trying to actively kill you. It's a bad point. Don't listen to her.
Has anyone ever inspected you for crests before? Perhaps I might borrow you for a brief experiment.
Of course, that's your thought.
Are you having interest in a sword fight? I am curious to see the stuff of which you are made.
Well, we sure got a lively crew here. Get in there, kid. Let him show you the ropes.
I suppose we didn't need to worry about bad blood.
If anything, it would seem Her Majesty's path to victory just grew even shorter. By the way, has anyone seen our mercenary friend?
Sorry about all this, Arval. I know you've only been giving me your powers because you want me to beat the Ashen Demon.
Don't worry about it. It's for the best, right? For all my doomsaying, everything seems to be right as rain. Recruiting Geralt's mercenaries and the Ashen Demon was the right choice.
We'll see if you still think that in a few chapters.
I hope you're right.
What's wrong? Feeling lost now that you don't have an enemy to chase around the countryside?
I'm not lost. I know exactly what I've got to do. Win this war. I'm gonna help Edelgard and my friends usher in a new age in Fodlan. Well, any snarky follow-up for that?
It's hardly the first time you've mentioned it. I suppose it's a fine goal, yes. If that's what you want, then I'll just have to help you achieve it. After all, I'm your partner in destiny. I'm here for you and you alone.
Off we go then. Okay, so I'll leave that as a save that I can use to explore the other path on my own time. And then this one will continue to be our main.
Scarlet Blaze. Heroic bloodlines. Through a new pact with the Leicester Alliance, Edelgard can direct her might at the kingdom, and though it comes at no small price, her forces steadily gain the upper hand. But the kingdom does not stand idly by. Dimitri rallies the Western Lords, led by House Dominic, blood of one of the 10 elites, in a last-ditch effort to forestall the Empire.
Oh no, am I gonna have to kill
brother.
Gilbert next?
Anything but that.
Do
You
stuff.
cannot force the relic onto Annette.
Oh no, oh no.
Calm yourself. I've merely bade her wield it, not sent her rushing off into the teeth of the enemy.
It's all right, Father. I know I'm the only one who can do this. Just seeing the crest of Dominic and our hero's relic is going to improve everyone's morale.
It shames me to thrust this task on you, when it should have fallen to that craven son of mine. Yes, I doubt we can expect Simon to return and wield the relic, considering how quickly he abandoned us.
Am I gonna meet this Simon on Azure Gleam?
It seems I raised him poorly, yes. I should have taught him how our house managed to survive this long without starving or freezing.
Don't look so sad, Uncle. I'll gladly carry the burden until Simon returns.
But Annette...
Enough, Father. Stop worrying. After all, this is nothing compared to what the soldiers are going through at the front. So many people are fighting and dying out there. Some of them my good friends. I'm not going to cower in safety while they struggle. Especially when I'm in the best position to help.
Forgive me, Annette. If you sense any danger at all, child, promise me that you'll run. I couldn't bear to lose you.
I know, Father. So let's just all do the best we can to keep our land safe.
Great. She's either gonna... Well, actually, we did recruit Mercedes, so maybe there's a chance we recruit
the
Annette.
territory, the more resistance we're likely to face. The lords surrounding the capital are the most loyal to the crown.
We have Geraint, Enid, Brennius, and Belinus. There is no telling whether these houses will choose subjection or destruction. Regardless, we cannot simply ignore them as we attempt to march on the capital. We must seize control of each of their lands and establish footholds before continuing on.
The Alliance is still doing everything we expected of them. There are no changes on that front. So as long as we continue tightening the vice around the kingdom, we're certain to fulfill your majesty's goals.
Glad to hear it about the Alliance.
Does this mean the war will be over soon? I feel some actual motivation coming on.
No, there's gotta be something to drag this out, right? It's no way it's that easy, because we've still got too many loose ends with those who slither in the dark. When are they gonna make a move? Is it gonna be the same thing that dragged Claude away, where they just caused trouble in Ordelia and... what's the land to the south of them's territory? I need to remind myself of that, but there's gotta be some nonsense happening eventually.
Well, in that case...
Nope, never mind, motivation gone.
That was a close one, Bernadetta. You almost got yourself assigned to the front lines. As for me, you know what to do. Just put me right at the front and let me start wrecking stuff.
We shall see who does more wrecking of stuff, Caspar. I will not be letting you outshine me. Watch as I am bringing glory to Bridget and the Empire on the battlefield.
I wonder if I'll find someone worth marrying before this war is over.
Is that really your first priority? Had to mention that at some point, huh?
Of course you will, Dorothea. You're amazing.
Enough. It's easy to let your guard down when the end is in sight, and we can't fall victim to that. Stay disciplined, and together we will take Fodlan's future in hand.
Don't worry, Edelgard. We're ready to get this done. Right then. Let's start by taking care of the enemy in front of us.
Alrighty then. So we basically get to secure our flank, huh? Right into the home of Baron Dominic. This is gonna end badly. Guess we'll see how things play out then.
I have the most brilliant idea.
I'm sure you do. Although...
I have an idea.
Yeah, that's probably more useful
This
to me right now.
tactic could work.
Shall we?
Alrighty, let's see what everybody has to say.
Excuse me.
What must we do to attain victory over such a fierce opponent? I speak of your next goal. I wish to be of as much use to you as I can, seeing as we're partners in destiny. Strength alone will be insufficient. We must be clever as well. We'll see how things play out. Now, who's over here? Ah, these two. Seeing people get killed in battle is really sad, whether they're a friend or an enemy. Still, I'm glad that I haven't gotten so used to it that it doesn't affect me. Yeah, that's how it goes. I've been a mercenary for a long time, but I'll never get used to it either. You sure you're not just saying that to make me feel better? But thanks all the same. The number of noble lords without crests is steadily growing within the Empire. I have heard that there are practically no lords without them in the kingdom. The only exception would be Baron Dominic. There was no crest bearer in his generation. Oh, that's why Annette's taking it up. However, his heir bears a crest, and I seem to remember that his niece Annette does as well. Yep, they're continuing to set up that, hey, Annette's gonna come out with that axe. Well, it's more of a hammer than anything else, but still.
Got a minute?
I always go to Monica when I don't know Her Majesty's whereabouts. A lot of people do that, don't they? And hey, somehow she always knows. Wouldn't mind asking Hubert, but he's even harder to track down. And a little scary at that. And neither Her Majesty nor Monica have any idea where he could be. Isn't that funny? Well, he has a very particular way of getting things done, and it often leads him to go off in a corner.
Hello.
The Alliance is fighting well and keeping peace with the Empire for the moment. Therefore, I have managed to avoid feeling any shame thus far. However... What do you mean by shame? I suppose it is a given that a commoner with an easy life would not understand. Ah, dude. So much for getting to expound upon that.
By the way...
Hey, don't you think our camp has an unusual number of cats and dogs running around? You think they're... Nah, that can't be it. Never mind. It's because the developers put them there. I mean, that was a thing for Three Houses. They said, hey, can we put cats and dogs in? Sure. They didn't expect how many got put in. I'm glad we did not have to fight against my adoptive father and everyone else in the Alliance. But we'll never make amends with the kingdom and the central church, will we? They may be our enemy, but they're still human. I'm reluctant to take the lives of those to whom I bear no ill will. Yeah. It's not gonna be easy. The only reason I could get through killing Rodrigue so easily was because I knew, oh crap, I don't want to kill Violet. So trying to minimize things.
Alright, so...
I think I've been here before, but I don't exactly recognize anything. It seems like all of my old friends have died too. I should probably just forget about this place. Actually, yeah, because you were kidnapped by Cornelia, who would have dragged you off to the kingdom, right?
Please, listen.
I cannot reveal my identity for various reasons, but I can tell you I escaped from Fargus. I joined a caravan and made the journey here. I know I would have met my end on the battlefield had I stayed in the kingdom. That is a warrior's job, is it not? Like my father. My uncle as well. All I can do is pray for peace through my songs. Yeah, you would have gotten conscripted, wouldn't you? And again, well, never mind me.
Right.
Balthus, Constance, Happy, all the usual suspects are here. Up until 2 years ago, I lived with them underground as part of the Ashen Wolves house. The Ashen Wolves? I don't remember that house from the Officers' Academy. It was called a house, but really it was a home for young ones who had no place left to go in the world. It was a comfortable place for people with special circumstances like us. Comfortable is an interesting word to use for it, but either way. Tensions are growing at the border between the Kingdom and the Alliance, which means trading in the North is rotten right now. No one wants to get caught up in the fighting, and there are bandits and mercenaries stirring up trouble. If I want to take the safest route, then I have to go through Garreg Mach.
Essentially.
But that means passing through the mountains, which is such a major expense. So as per usual, everything's going haywire.
Hey there.
Hey, I hope you don't mind that I'm taking it easy. We were often outnumbered, or otherwise at a disadvantage when we fought the Imperial Army in the past. But now that I'm working for them, I don't have to worry about that anymore.
Let's see.
I get it. A dead mercenary can't take on much work.
Mm-hmm.
My point exactly. Looks like work will be smooth sailing from here on out. Actually, if Alois and Gerald are here, where's Violet?
That's concerning.
It sure feels strange fraternizing with our arch enemies. But bridging the gap is all part of the fun. I suppose you didn't get the pun. You see, it's a play up. Why are you like this? And of course you don't let me respond because of how things played out in the prologue.
Come to think of it...
When I heard the Empire was going to war, I honestly had no clue what they were thinking. But now I see that our victories keep pushing us closer toward our goals. I'm glad we got this far. I'm gonna do all I can, especially to honor my friends who died in battle. Alrighty then.
Greetings, friend. Nothing to
Greetings,
report.
Commander! Nothing to report. No one is trying to breach these gates yet. But as we head deeper into enemy territory, there's no telling how long that might hold true.
Nothing gets past
If our
me.
enemy shows up, I swear they won't get past me. At least, I hope. Oh boy. Good to see you, buddy.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any
Alright,
army.
grab what we can. Always just sell
Everything
those
has
later.
its use.
You don't say.
Gerald's mercenaries have gotten in our way countless times. So needless to say, I have mixed feelings about them joining our side.
Let's see.
Yeah, me too. I tense up whenever I see them hanging around the base. Right? I hope I get used to them soon, but we can never be too careful. Are you sure that's not Shez making you tense up? Then again, I am the one who chose it.
How can I serve?
Wow, the Imperial Army is incredible. Everyone is so daring, and they win every battle. The Alliance Army is at a loss without a proceed, so I came to report and apologize. I guess someone's gotta let us know how things are going on that front.
Please be listening.
We are going more north in the kingdom. It is very cold there. When I am cold, I am moving slower. It is dangerous if I use a weapon the wrong way. Everyone else is amazing, though. I cannot be doing the same. Well, at least you're aware of it, so you can work on it.
Ah.
Hey, I'm Jets, the #1 breadwinner in Gerald's Mercenaries. Nice to meet you. Do I have a brother? I don't know, I've been alone my whole life. Why are you looking like you've seen a ghost? Was it something I said? Oh wait, there was a similarity to... I'm trying to remember where that was. Oh hey, you're here.
Hey!
You look puzzled. Is something wrong?
No.
I just feel strange. Everyone's been much more welcoming than I thought they'd be. No one's all that terrified of me. I guess not.
Excuse me. Actually,
I've been thinking about what it would take to reopen the Officers' Academy. When the war's over, of course. It wouldn't be at all similar to how it used to be, but still. Edelgard and Ferdinand were downright enthusiastic when I suggested it. They said they would start making preparations right away. They really are good kids. Yes, they are. At least in this route.
Uh-huh.
Randolph and Fleisch can really handle themselves now. They've been living up to expectations ever since Edelgard assigned them to our main force. Randolph might not be at Burgley's, but he's putting on an impressive show. I've got to keep up then. Same goes for you, you know.
Yeah!
Exactly. I've got to keep working harder. Alright, glad to see you're enthusiastic. How are you two holding up?
I appreciate it.
I was able to fulfill my duty to Her Majesty thanks to you.
Yes.
It's true. We wouldn't have been able to accomplish anything with just the two of us. Isn't that right, Randolph? Exactly. I'm blessed to have such great allies. Now I can make sure that Mom has an easy life. We've been through so much, but I'm glad we worked as hard as we did, Fleisch. Finally a route in which both of them get to live. Oh, what's in here? Bundle of illustrations. Leora, an Adrestian village girl, finds herself lost in the deep woods that blanket the foothills of the Ogma Mountains. While making her way through the mysterious foggy woods, she encounters a bizarre and gigantic creature. It has one long horn and resembles both a wyvern and a pegasus. Leora flees the giant creature, but once again gets lost in the seemingly mystical fog. Eventually, a mysterious boy appears from the fog and speaks to her. My home is just ahead. You can rest there. Leora begins living in the boy's house, deep in the woods. He is a skilled hunter and capable blacksmith. Before long, Leora has fallen for him. Little does she know a reunion with the giant creature she has fled awaits her. Having learned the truth of these woods, Leora is deeply troubled. The boy sees this. Huh. Is that someone meeting Saint Indek? Might be, actually. That would make the most sense anyway. Who's out here? Well, this.
Got a minute?
King Dimitri's supposed to be ridiculously powerful, right? If we end up clashing, I want a piece of him. I've never met an enemy I couldn't break with my fists. Oh, except for Holst. Wait, and Count Burgley's too. Whatever. I'm sure I'll be able to handle Dimitri. Bring it on. I'm sure you'll be enthusiastic.
How can I be of service?
In the northern part of the kingdom, we have Gautier, Fraldarius, Karen, and Daphnel. All of those houses descend from the 10 elites. Their loyalty to House Blathed is by and large as solid as iron. Wait, Daphnel's a part of the Alliance. Galatea's the offshoot. By comparison, the nobles in this area have low morale, which makes them easy to deal with. House Dominic is the only exception, even though their territory is already under Empire control. They're also descended from the 10 elites. Their lord and his family escaped, but I hear the other nobles have dragged them out and are trying to make them fight. Lucky us. Byleth, the Ashen Demon. Quite a formidable warrior. It is truly vexing that I no longer have the chance to kill or be killed by someone like that. Oh, I'm sure there will be opportunities. Not this time, maybe. Who's over here? Hi, Ash. Renato ordered my siblings to take refuge in the Empire.
Oh no.
I hope they're all okay. I've barely had time to write to them. The oldest of them was so amazed when I became a knight. He was happier than anyone else. It scares me to think about whether he'd still be proud of me after all I've done. Too bad we won't get a good answer to that, I suspect.
Hey!
Lately I've been getting this feeling. I'm really glad I was born in the Empire. Whenever we fight the Kingdom, I can't help but think how they've been having such a hard time. What about the Alliance? What do you think of the Alliance then? Sounds like you've given this some thought.
What?
Huh? That's not what I'm talking about right now. Sure, Bernie, I'll take your word for that. Totally, yeah, totally.
Come to think of it...
Numerous spots in this area are connected to saints. Did someone already explain this to you? The Rhodos coast is in the north honors St. Keyhole, and to the south there's Lake Teutatis, which is St. Indek's holy ground. I'd go and see them if I wasn't in the army. Life just isn't fair.
What do you think?
Couldn't you swing by and take a peek? They're not that far, right?
Excellent.
Oh, would you like to come with me? We probably could get permission if you did. Yes, let's do that. I wonder if I'd get to run into that if I'm playing things out in the kingdom.
Do you have a moment?
If our battles continue to go smoothly, then we'll be able to see Ferdiad one day. You're daydreaming about exploring the city again? You realize we're going for a brawl, right?
Let's see.
But if we win the battle, then you'll be able to take your time and explore. You're right. I'll make sure we win. You're fighting so you can be a tourist? Well, I guess everyone's got their reasons. Well, it's not like he's got much of a choice right now, but to fight on our behalf. What are you up to, Lysithea?
Let's see.
The closer we come to ending this war, the more likely they are to make a move. If their goal is to spread chaos throughout Fodlan, that is.
Hey!
You mean those who slither in the dark, right?
Right.
Yes. We have no way of telling when they might make a move, so please stay alert. And they've already planted a flag. Good job, Lysithea. Now they'll definitely make a move. I wonder if it's not too late to put a stop to all this fighting. Warring with everyone in the kingdom is just... I don't know. If House Dominic is leading the Fargus forces, then Annie will definitely be at the battle. There's no way I could hurt her. She's my best friend. We've been together forever.
What do you think?
What if you thought of a way to win this fight without killing her?
What?
That's an idea. I'll have to see what I can come up with. No pressure. No pressure at all whatsoever.
How can I serve?
We must finish this war with the kingdom before winter comes. It's true winter has just ended when we resume fighting, but we can expect many more delays in the future. Yeah. Actually, I wonder how much General Winter would play a role for the kingdom. Maybe that's how things get dragged out for 5 years. I hear the central church is headquartered in Camillus, which is south of Ferdiad. I'm not sure where Rhea is, though.
Let's see.
I feel like all the church people that can fight are working with the royal army. Which means she's probably in Ferdiad, right?
Right.
Could be. She's definitely a lot tougher than she looks. Alrighty then. At long last, Her Majesty's ambitions are about to become a reality. Which means my own dreams will soon come to fruition as well. How positively thrilling.
What do you think?
And I'd say congratulations are in order. We might be putting the cart before the horse a bit, but do you want to celebrate anyway?
Are you certain?
We are certainly putting many carts before many horses, but I do appreciate the sentiment. I hope you will congratulate me again when Lady Edelgard makes my dreams a reality. Gotta make sure you impress her first. Now that we are cooperating with the Alliance, the front lines have never been more stable. I am certain that if we continue steadily and with equanimity, both the Kingdom and the Knights of Seros will fall. The problem is that I doubt they will be content to stand by and watch. You mean those who slither in the dark, right?
Right.
Indeed. As Talus has mysteriously vanished, we remain unaware of his movements. We must be wary. Yeah, pretty much. Thank you for planting all these flags, both you and... Well, I guess if Lycidia's not there to plant a flag, it's gotta be Hubert, right? I know that war brings sacrifice, but going forward, I want to prevent it as much as possible.
Right.
And I mean on both sides, though I doubt that will be easy. Yeah, it would be a lot easier to handle it if we could just think of killing as part of our work. Perhaps our only choice is to view them as necessary sacrifices. Alright, so what's the field look like?
Which battlefield are you headed to?
Alright, so there's where Anna's hiding out. So there's the main battle. So what kind of... Alright, so I don't have to worry about doing any training or anything of the sort before jumping in. So I think before we do anything else, we'll go ahead and do our usual stuff over at the kitchen.
Make sure you're ready.
Then we'll go ahead and do that battle, at least get that clip. Hopefully there won't be two this time.
Hunger is the true enemy.
I'm sure we'll find out before too long. So let's see. Who needs support points? Actually, don't you two? Oh yeah, definitely. Let's drag these two in.
Solid, solid.
This surprise pleases me. How did you know I would have enjoyment of this?
Oh, this looks great. I'm gonna demolish this puppy for sure.
There we go.
Come
That's
back
one
whenever
important
you're
buff.
hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Now let's see, what's the other one I like going for? Ah yes, filling these two faster. Alright. Actually, you two are pretty close. I'm trying to remember if Edelgard and Lysithea have any reason to talk to each other. Let's check supports real quick. This isn't the best way to increase support level, but still. So we've already... So it looks like Edelgard and Lysithea makes the most sense if I can manage it.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Although given that I'm more greatly restricted given the circumstances, I should probably focus more on what I can obtain rather than what... Well, rather than anything else. Yeah, this'll work. Nice.
Hey, this is great. I bet anyone would love this stuff.
How did you know I like this? Yes, well, I admire people who show such consideration.
This is my favorite.
There we go. That worked out.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Now,
Hunger
next
is
up.
the true enemy.
There we are. That's the other thing I want to see too. Now, you don't have too many people that you can earn supports with. Trying to remember. Wonder who got. Actually, wait. If I'm not mistaken, you two have a support chain on this route. Alright, and then once that I'm done doing this setup, I suppose I can check on chat.
Hey, this is great. I bet anyone would love this stuff.
You like this stuff too? I knew we got along for a reason.
Oh, but this is just to die for. It's my favorite, really.
There we go.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Alright, that should suffice for what I need before jumping headlong into the fray. So, before we jump back in, let's check on chat real quick. Ah, Dwan's doing his usual talk about D&D bit. Let's see. Alright, so you were off being a shitposter? That's quite alright. I don't mind. The quiet lets me focus sometimes. Honestly, sometimes it's nice to just focus on the video game at hand, though, so don't feel as if you have to say anything. Anyway, I have to apologize about some information I gave you, primarily about classes and their abilities I described on another stream. For example, the Mystic class is described as developing its own inner shard of divinity, but I feel that I only confused you this way, so let me explain. I only described it this way to get the point across. Mystics get their power through philosophical and mystical self-discovery, and wasn't describing as developing its own divinity or anything like that. After all, the whole point of the class is being a divine caster that isn't worshipping or otherwise serving a deity. I simply just said it that way and nothing more. Oh, fair enough. See, same about the Urban Druid. So, Druids, according to their background, either have their powers directly from nature or nature deities, depending on the setting. However, Urban Druid spellcasting isn't explained just that it comes somehow from the city they come from or protect. Hence why I use Spirit of a City when describing the Urban Druid's spellcasting. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Yeah, not a problem. Alrighty, with that scene too.
You headed to?
Back to the fray. Okay. Let's see, so let's bring up... What do I want to bring up for this? Who do I have to bring up for this?
Who, me?
Happy
Fine.
and...
What's the plan?
Nivstead is apparently. Alright, so we'll bring out Yuritsa to work on that. Where is Yuritsa? Here he is.
Understood.
And then army status. Information. So, is there any support for Happy that I haven't unlocked? Otherwise, I can just bring someone else in to work with Merced. Oh, right, Hubert. I've been ignoring that chain for a little too long now, haven't I? And it looks like Hubert's the only support chain I have to worry about for Happy. should probably make a list again. So actually, this is perfect arrangements, even if it's a little magic heavy. I just need to be sure that a couple people have battalions geared toward axe breaking. So just give them Brigid Mercenaries, give a couple people Brigid Mercenaries, and we should be fine. Or at least some kind of. Now Gerald's Mercenaries are yours. Never mind me. Guess you can take the better stuff. Sure, why not? Make you a little more resilient. Alright, is that the best? Oh yeah, because it's based around Timotheus, so that's fine. Although if it allows you to use Dark Spikes, you should probably work on that more specifically. Basically give you the same arrangement. Actually, is there any more variety I can give you? Oh yeah, this gives you fire damage as well, so that should give some variety. I don't have to deal with monsters on this map. Yeah, it looks like a pretty small map, so I shouldn't have to worry about monsters. Alright, this should suffice. Actually, I should give you something to help give proficiency against lances, so that you can work on them. Alright, that should suffice. Let's get in there.
Is it too late to just stay home?
Let me... Right then. Let us go to work. Shall we join hands in battle?
Shall we? I'm here to
taste death.
Oh boy, calm down,
I'll
buddy.
ensure that what needs to be done is done.
Alright, we're seizing every stronghold. Alright.
Right then. Let us go. Right then. Shall we join
Nope,
hands?
adjutant.
Shall we? I'm here to help. Here goes.
Alright, I guess I can send Happy in this direction.
Starting the mission. Is that an order?
Here goes.
Yes, it is.
Bear witness.
Alright, let's move. Wow, still haven't actually gotten a KO yet? How'd that work? Ah, well.
Commencing attack. Follow me.
Ah, crap.
I'm here. Sorry, I'm here.
Alright, crack him open. There we go. Alright, that should allow us to take out the stronghold captain easily enough. Should probably knock out that paladin too. Just to be sure that we don't end up losing the stronghold as soon as we get it. And smack.
Starting the mission.
Alright, run ahead since you've got cavalry movement.
Yeah, alright.
Let us begin our advance.
Holding this position will make our lives easier, right?
Alright, Dark Spikes. Because nothing says cavalry killing like that, apparently. And I am that the wrong direction. Dark Spikes.
Resistance is futile. Excuse me.
Any final words?
I don't think I've got enough magic damage coming out.
This isn't looking so good.
Yeah, I better go help that guy out. Alright, you move on, Hubert.
Let us go to work.
I'll have Yuritsa run to the rescue over here.
Shall we? Me.
Help me!
Whoops.
We'll have these defenses crippled in short order.
Oh, I had you dismount. Yeah, let's see how you fight on the ground, actually. I'm curious. So more like a soldier, actually. There we go. Down you go.
Is that all?
Only one left, and he goes down easy as well.
Rue your own frailty.
That was wonderful.
Alright, now that that's been seen too.
I won't ever forget your kindness.
Ow, scuff.
Help me, Emil.
By your will. Your life is
And done. No you.
Allow me. Too easy.
I feel no mercy.
How we doing? Oh yeah, we're fine. I'm glad the enemy doesn't know that that's a useless combat art.
This grows troublesome.
Any final word? Right then.
Alright, looks like they're assaulting this one over there. Looks like Yuritsa stands the best chance of actually dealing with them.
This territory into our future strategies.
Alright, looks like we're all going this direction then. All out offensive, go.
I'll have my fill of bloodshed.
Crack this open for more gold. Not that I need too much right now.
Resistance is futile. Allow me.
I just realized it's going to be rather difficult.
Bring it down.
Because we've got a lot of stuff that's resistant to magic. And Yuritsa, who's not great against axe swingers. Although maybe if we could have Yuritsa clear up the Falcon Knights, perhaps we can make this work. I don't think there's enough fire effects in play yet. Jeez. This is a lot of particle effects. Alright, heal yourself real quick. How we doing?
On with you. Not one blade has touched my throat.
Thanks to you, I hardly have to do anything.
Sadly, I fear I must
Wait,
withdraw.
what? Hubert went down. What? How? Let's try that again. What the hell? How did... Okay, let's try that again. How the hell did Hubert get...
Got it.
Right then.
I am
Let us
confused.
go. Shall we join hands?
Shall we? I'm here to will watch over
Stand
us.
back. It is time.
Okay, but I'm not doing any extra work.
Uh-huh.
Here goes. Let's get a move on. Here goes.
Well then. Okay, we try again. Well, I guess we had to drag this stream out somehow, right?
I guess we'll attack here.
Ow, scum. Ooh, actually, here's how we break this open. Your set is getting close.
Don't worry. Help me, Emil. Hey.
By your will. Your life is forfeit.
Not yet.
Too easy.
Let's make sure you go down before there's trouble.
Let us begin our advance.
Alright, that should be enough to mulch this group.
Starting
Guess we can
the
send you
mission.
out to these guys so that there's not trouble later.
Yeah, alright.
Resistance is futile.
Dark spikes.
Holding this position will make our lives easier, right?
There we go.
Somebody help me!
Alright, since you're the closest, you better go deal with it now. Shame you don't have a healing spell prepared. That's okay. We'll make do. Guess we've got plenty of AoE nonsense that we can throw about.
This isn't looking so good.
Alright. Bring Dark Spikes back out. And then just keep spamming spells as per usual because you are mage. That is how you win with mages.
You'll have to take things from here.
Down you go. Alright, that should be all of them.
I won't ever forget your kindness.
Very well. Yeah, knock you right back into me, Hubert. Perfect. That didn't hurt him. Well. Work.
This. Here goes.
I'll send you to deal with this guy.
Stronghold is ours.
Alright, we'll take out these Falcon Knights. Don't worry about the others that showed up.
Please. I guess we'll attack here.
Shall we begin our attack?
Starting the mission.
Alright, move over this way. While you're doing that, I'll have Happy clean up over here.
Tastes more bitter than black as coffee.
That should suffice.
Watch my back.
Don't worry.
There we go.
I got this.
Alright, that should be enough to knock all of them out.
Okay.
Right then. Let us
Alright,
go
you
to
can go mess with them.
We did it. Can I take a nap now?
And then just to try and start clearing these guys out.
By your will. Your life is forfeit.
Alright, seemed like that took out. Alright, I got a couple more anyway. Alright, should be easy to clean up the remainder. Now, real quick, are we good as far as kills? Oh yeah, we just need to win now. Boom! Oh jeez, what was that hit?
Help me.
Jeez. Maybe that's what took Hubert out, so he didn't get a chance to use an elixir. What's that, Red Strike?
Through your own frailty.
Wait, am I facing the wrong way? Find out. Nope, we got him.
By your will. Your life is forfeit.
I'll have to try even harder to keep up. How close?
You're weak. In final words, I feel no mercy. In final words.
Alright, just have to crack him open and let Hubert finish the job. There we go. That's how it should have been done.
Even now, the road ahead stretches past the horizon. This battle was little more than a way station.
Alrighty. That was relatively straightforward, apart from that one hiccup. Alrighty. That should suffice. Now let's see what story point remains.
Hubert, have you learned anything about my father's whereabouts?
Oh, they keep planting flags. Great.
Nothing. We've not the faintest idea what he is up to. If we are lucky, he will be naught but a corpse by the wayside. I know that sounds cruel, but frankly, his death would do us a great service.
You remain as blunt as the blacksmith's anvil. Still, I cannot deny the truth of what you say. I still think it for the best if he is taken into custody and given a fair trial under Imperial law. And yet, at times, a different thought manages to creep in around the edges of my mind. There is a part of me, a very small part, granted, that hopes he has found a quiet life for himself somewhere out of the way.
The man can strive for a bucolic life all he wants, but he will never have it. Adrastia looks to be at peace, but beneath the surface, many disagree with the Emperor's ways. Make no mistake. These dissidents will seek out your father and prop him up as their leader.
Yes, I suppose he will never stop being the former Prime Minister and a symbol of the old regime. But to frame it as you do...
I am right, and you know it. Make your peace with it. Once a man strays from the path, there is no guiding him back.
I disagree. I believe we all deserve a second chance. In any case, if you find out anything about my father, be sure to inform me.
I almost wish they did prop the man up. Because perhaps then... But no. Either way, it seems I will have to start taking more serious precautions.
Yeah, if you propped him up, that means that you know where he is and could take him out.
I only hope he can settle things with his father in one manner or the other. Just as I did.
Oh boy. Someone's ruthless. Not surprising perhaps, but... oh boy. Alright, I can worry about all the little things related to grinding later. So, I guess to close out the stream, catch back up with chat, and then we'll see to the few support conversations we have unlocked. Quick. Alright, what's chat up to? By the way, there's this stray cat that lives in my area, and lately she's had a litter of kittens, and twice tried to have us take them in. Simply take her kittens and leave them in our backyard, and then return twice at dusk and get them back when we didn't take them. Oh boy. Wonder why she'd look for a place to put them, though. Although, if she's a stray, do you know whether she was raised by humans at any point? That might be why, but, I guess if she didn't trust humans, she'd be feral, but either way. So, what's new here?
Hubert, what do you make of the Ashen Demon?
Wait, huh? Would I not be able to unlock this if I had gone the other route?
Aside from having proven to be both impossibly powerful and a constant thorn in our side, correction, was a constant thorn in our side. I must admit, the Little Terror has put in some fine work for the Empire recently.
Little Terror? Isn't he about as tall as you?
We're fortunate to have gained so powerful an ally.
Why do you bring this up, Your Majesty? Is there something on your mind?
Oh no, even in a different timeline you still have the hots for him?
I'm not entirely sure myself. My apologies, Hubert. Pay me no mind. Like as not, I am overthinking the situation.
Unless you realize that he has the Crest of Flames.
Surely you realize that telling me to pay this no mind only gives me greater cause for concern?
I didn't mean to worry you. I'm simply having trouble putting this feeling into words. I just felt... I don't know. As if something was drawing me to the Ashen Demon. I wonder, could it be the influence of my crest?
Your crest? Now I am truly becoming concerned.
Forget it. Whatever it means, we don't need to find out right away. We've a war to win first.
As you wish, Your Majesty. So long as you realize I will be taking the liberty to investigate this most thoroughly.
As per usual.
I thought you might say as much. Do as you must. Honestly, Hubert, you never change, do you? When I emerged from beneath the palace all those years ago, you acted as though nothing had happened. Do not worry, you said. I took the liberty to investigate while you were indisposed.
For the record, my blood was boiling. However, as there were others present, I kept still my tongue. I could not risk showing my anger, lest they find a way to turn it against you. My role to play is the cold, crafty, unreadable servant. I am happy with the casting. So let us leave it at that.
I'm certain you are. But just once I'd like to see our roles reversed.
Your Majesty, you cannot possibly be serious.
Not in the slightest. I'm well aware I am not cut out for the kind of work you do.
Nonsense. There is nothing beyond your capability.
Sid.
That said, I prefer you best when you are the one in charge. Command me as you see fit. No matter how daunting or impossible the task may be, I will come through every time without fail.
Thank you, Hubert. It's good to know that I can always rely on you.
What are you blushing for? Oh boy. Either way, I wonder if I could have even gotten that conversation before now. Well, if I hadn't recruited Violet. Speaking of which, do you two have any unique conversations in this one? Okay, so you've got a conversation with Manuela. What about you, Violet? Alright, so you've got nothing else outside of Shez and Geralt as per usual. Not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, Mercedes has a unique conversation I can only find in this route. Yeah, it must be with Caspar then. Ash is probably a conversation that can be unlocked in the Blue Lines route. Lysithea is a maybe. Yuritsa I can probably find elsewhere too. She's truly maidenless? Oh boy. Oh man. Also, my favorite character in the Forgotten Realms setting is Zusted Nimderval, who is literally a renegade academic wizard from Halwua, who started living as in a pirate shantytown. For his halfling pirate king Freddy teleports said town to another plane for safety from time to time? What? I mean, that's one way to use your powers, I guess. So what do you two have to talk about?
Huh? Looks like Byrne's talking to someone.
Wait, that's Yuri.
You seem to be in a good mood, Byrne.
Dorothea! You scared me!
Sorry about that. It just looked like you were enjoying your conversation. That was a man you were talking to, right? He walked away before I could see who it was.
Yeah, but it's not like that.
Oh no? It sure looked like you were getting along well. Who was he, hmm? Is spring finally springing in the heart of my dear Byrne?
Not the way you think.
No, it's not like that!
Do you remember the commoner friend I had once? You mean the one who vanished from your estate half dead?
Yep. Well, it turns out he's actually alive, and in our army.
That's great, Byrne. A childhood friend, thought past, reunites with his treasured companion amidst the fires of war.
Of course you make it even more dramatic than it actually is, although to be fair, it is kind of dramatic.
A noble daughter and a common lad. A love that knows no social boundaries. No. This is the perfect plot for an opera.
Oh no. She's probably gonna deny it though. Because, actually, they do get together in the three houses if you play your cards right though, so to be fair, that isn't entirely inaccurate.
Yeah, that sounds impressed.
Wait, no, it's not love!
Yes, but if they made it into an opera, that's how it would be portrayed. For example, there's a series of operas known as the Empire of Love, and their latest could be the Bernadetta Saga.
Absolutely not! If that happens, I'll lock myself in my room and melt down the key!
Then I'll have to keep it secret. A shame, though. It's such a lovely story to waste.
Just change the names around, you'll be fine.
It's not a waste! I'm taking it to my grave!
I'm sure you are. Still, I'm glad your friend is all right.
Perhaps your father wasn't as cruel to him as wagging tongues would have us believe.
Actually, he says my father was protecting me. I guess someone was trying to kill me, so he had no choice but to kick out my friend.
But if that's the case, doesn't it mean you can patch things up with your father?
No. My problems with him go way beyond this one incident. I mean, yeah, it seems like there was a bit of a misunderstanding around this one thing.
Good, they actually acknowledged that. Thank you, game.
But even if he was protecting me, it wasn't for love. It's more like how a smith protects a valuable tool.
Thank you! Freaking thank you! I'm having to explain that to people online. It's just been, ugh. Why do... Yeah, either way.
That sounds very much like my father.
But wait, you were an orphan, weren't you?
It does?
Yes. He tossed my mother aside like some worn-out tool because their child, me, didn't have a crest. That's why your situation feels so personal. I really want you to overcome your struggles with everything that happened with your father and find a way to be happy.
But I'm already happy. Really, I am. And it's all because I have friends like you, Dorothea.
Then I can be happy too. Because I have friends like you, Bern.
Alrighty then. Actually, out of curiosity, is there a support chain between Bernie and Yuri? Let me see, where is he? No. That's a shame. Welp. Looks like I have nothing more to explore with Yuri on this route. I don't know, maybe Annette will have something interesting to say? I'll probably save the Yuri and Dash conversation for the Blue Line, since I can probably find it there. Alrighty then. Plenty to see to then, plenty to see to. So, for now then, is there anything else I need to worry about? Probably not now. So, I guess... I don't know how regularly I'll be able to jump back into Fire Emblem. I still have a little bit to wrap up in Xenoblade first. But... Let me think. So, depending on how quickly Xenoblade gets wrapped up, I might be able to start doing Fire Emblem on Wednesday and Sunday, but I suppose time will tell, because I'm going to be racing to try and finish the game before... well... before things go haywire with the newest Fire Emblem coming out this January. I've got a few months to work through it, but at the same time, if I'm only going one chapter a week, that's not going to get me there in time. Especially if I want to explore what happens if you kill Geralt and Byleth. So either way, we'll see how that plays out. For now, next week I guess we'll continue our excursion into the Empire. Well, into the Kingdom. And then we'll see how things play out from there. Oh, another thing from chat real quick. Okay, also the Loch Ness Monster lives on Toriel. Oh boy. It's a sea monster which is actually... well, of course. Yeah, the old school D&D is silly. Either way, for now, next week I should be able to get back into this, but for now, thank you all for